Hey everyone, this is David with Transformative Moves by David, where I bring you the local real estate news and offerings. This coming year, it's a New Year's resolution of mine to bring forth the people who are blazing a trail, clearing a path for the next generation and in the coastal bend, and people who need exposure, with programs and small businesses, nonprofit programs, organizations, local artists, local authors, foodies, bloggers, people who need uh, exposure, likes, clicks. I mean, because there's a lot of stories out there that need to be touched on and discovered. So 2025, look forward to interviews, videos with just local people, trying to make a name themselves and trying to move forward. Today, I am joined by Mrs. Rachel Martinez of the Hispanic Women's Network of Texas. Rachel, can you tell us what exactly is the Hispanic Women's Network of Texas?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, David. So, Hispanic Women's Network of Texas is a nonprofit organization. We have 10 chapters across the state. I hold the position of membership chair on both the local Corpus Christi chapter as well as on the state chapter. Our state currently holds over 700 members across 10 chapters. It goes anywhere from Austin, Arlington, Corpus, Dallas, El Paso, Fort Worth, Houston, Lubbock, the Rio Grande Valley, and San Antonio. We offer so many services. We have so many opportunities in the coastal bend as well as throughout the state for people to gain professional, personal growth and development. And that's what we love about HWNT. We encourage people to be involved, to contribute for anybody that's trying to get out there, if they're trying to like earn some leadership experience, if you're trying to be a mentor and you feel like you've got that within yourself that you want to, contribute out. Here in Corpus, we have a lot of mentors that are mentoring our Latinas in Progress. It's a scholarship program, and it's offered to our high school seniors, our college freshmen, and it's brought in by donations, it's brought in by grants, it's brought in by fundraising, and all these things take time and effort from our members, from our contributors, which we love having. And so we like to be able to offer that out to, our Latinas that are trying to move forward with their education on any platform that they currently have.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. That is a phenomenal program. And for everyone listening today, I was fortunate enough to attend an event with this lady right here, and it was inspiring. I was surrounded by inspired, motivated women, and it was hosted by Biani Rodriguez, local author. Stay tuned for an interview I did with her. Phenomenal person, phenomenal person. All the food she made, fire, fire. She has two books out. Pick those up. Stay tuned for the video. You'll see the links for them. And it was good. I mean, like to be exposed to that, a different aspect of what I'm normally from, like the oil field, and it was awesome, meeting these women. They were very welcoming, and it was just a privilege to be a part of that, just to see, what else is going on in the coastal bend, what other programs, and this is an awesome program, especially for women who are looking for uh, a helping hand, just someone to say, hey, I have this idea, I have these goals, but I don't know where to go. And it sounds like this organization is somewhere that they can turn to for networking and to help them out, take the next step.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a lot, we work with a lot of other nonprofit organizations. We have a lot of volunteer opportunity. We work with Ronald McDonald House. We have done the Feast of Sharing that HEB has. We usually do that every year. We do the donations for the school, back to school kids programs. We partnered this past year with a volleyball club. We were able to work with them to get some supplies for back to school that we ended up helping do stuffed backpacks over at the Garcia Art Center. So it's a lot of working with people within the community, which we love. And then people see that. And like you said, it is very inspiring. That's actually what brought me into this organization is I was inspired by somebody that I had seen going out there, and this was somebody that had already had a lot of experience, and I wanted to be mentored by that. So I figured what better way to join, then to get that education and that help, then to join an organization and be led and be mentored. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we are trying to put the message out there. While you're out there working with people, working in the community, there's so many different areas in the community that need help, but a lot of people aren't aware of it until they get in touch with these organizations. So it's really a great opportunity, and we loved having you. Vianney was amazing. We love working with her, and we can't
Yeah.
wait to work with her again with another project in the future.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely a great event. I look forward to joining more events, attending, and it's just catching up, meeting, seeing how the organization progresses. You know, because like I wasn't aware of the organization, and which is the whole purpose of what I plan to bring on to the forefront in this coming year. Just exposure to programs, people, artists that we just don't know of just because they're not in the feeds. You know, but again, you know, Rachel Martinez, you know, I really appreciate the invite there, and I had a great time. So, Hispanic Women's Network of Texas, the 2024. What did 2024 look like as far as like programs or events? Like how did that look like this year? I mean, was it? We have a lot of things going.
We did 2024. We've got an awesome development team. So it's again put together by volunteers that are in the chapter, and so people that know what is needed where. So we had our Ronald McDonald House breakfast that we had our members that were eagerly ready to help feed the families that were there. We learned a lot about the Ronald McDonald House, the families that go through there. That was a great opportunity. We also had where we did a with our Latinas in Progress scholarship students that we did. We learned how to make tamales, and we got to teach these students how to have life skills moving forward, coming out of school, and then they're able to take that on to their home. We usually have cafecitos. We will partner up with a coffee place here locally in Corpus, and then we sit down. We do our business aspect of it. We try to see financials, money, what we've got going on, where we can put money in the community, and what we can do to constantly just have our name out there to let them know that we are here, we are willing to help. And then with that, we are able to gain members that have more of an insight on what else the community needs. And then that is what our overall goal is, to see where we can impact, where the need is at, and what we can do to be helpful. So 2025, we've already got people coming in wanting to do so many things with us, just to really make a big impact to help everybody, both youth, people that are starting out with school, continuing education, or just wanting to build on leadership moving forward.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome, and I'm sure 2025 will be another phenomenal year for the organization. And you mentioned earlier that it's not just here in Corpus Christi, but I mean we have chapters all over Texas.
We do. We've got 10 chapters throughout the state of Texas, and each one is extremely unique, just like every of those areas in Texas. Our Rio Grande Valley services, all of that area, and they've got a lot of things going on, such as, our upstate sister chapters, our Houston, our Dallas, El Paso, Arlington, everybody, not to mention San Antonio. We do work with San Antonio, and then we will sometimes collaborate with these HWNT chapters. And we've got some that are putting galas together, and those go for scholarships, or some that go strictly towards like it's just a betterment overall. If it's going to go directly back into the community, if it's going to go back into leadership training. So, I mean, the impact is definitely great. It's felt statewide. And then every other year, we've got a conference where we recognize people that have really been contributors, that have been trailblazers into the HWNT organization. And we honor them just like as we would anybody else. And we thank them for their contributions and, what they've done to help impact our HWNT.
That's awesome. And for those watching and for those wondering, like how would one go about joining or becoming a member of the Hispanic Women's Network of Texas?
So Hispanic Women's member of Texas can be found through hwnt.org. It's a general site. Through that site, you can go through and you can see all of the chapters. You can click on whichever one you are interested in when you're wanting to join, and then you fill out your application, pay your dues, and you are a member. You immediately start getting emails from that chapter the events, things that are coming up, how you can contribute. If you want to, just show up for your meetings, however you want. There's really not, much of a guideline for it because we're just happy to have you, and we're happy to have you there, and what we can do for you, what you would like to do with us.
Mm, that's powerful. I mean, the organization. I mean, itself. I mean, the drive, the goal. I mean, it's awesome, guys. I mean, it. I mean, what can you say? I mean, they're here to help. They're here to help. Hispanic women in Texas. They're here to help the community all over Texas. I mean, definitely check them out. I'll be linking up the website up there as well for those interested in joining the group or seeing the latest events, things coming up. And with that, I want to thank Rachel Martinez for sitting down with me and going over Hispanic Women's Network of Texas.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, stay tuned, guys, for future interviews and events.